Oh?
Settled. Cold.
What was that?
Daddy's wounded.
Not like that
Oh,
will we
right.
had last time.
Poor
Getting
Captain
a mug
Thomas
of
might
piss
never
after
get
a
back
whole
on his
day out in the
feet.
field.
Him and his men were attacked by
All I
bandits.
could do not to...
Well,
I
he's
said his
dead.
head.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von BOWGUN is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then. I'll be right back.
Undrinkable. Leave it out. Once you got through...
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von BOWGUN, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von BOWGUN is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
I can't wait.
All right.
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. Where are you actually from, if you don't?
Rat-eye.
Rat-tie. Rat-tie. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Will Lord von BOWGUN?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are?
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like... Aye, coming right up.
I talked to that woman from the...
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What?
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Some Lord Semine is getting married. It looks like it's going to be a huge event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list, and that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us, or we'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do, if we both do it...
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here, like as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 steps?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests, laboratoris, the plebs, and bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on... Now, which am I? So if you find me...
I understand. I'm in your service.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry,
I'm on it.
thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you as soon as we have at least some... Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
I've got a barrel. Did you hear about the bailiff? I'm afraid it'll go bad on me soon. You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Aye, I'm in a right bind. But what are friends for if not to help each other? Great. What's the hold? I'll have a jug of wine.
Aye, lots of people.
God bless. To success. Good health. One beer. What did I do to you?
Everything.
What if you're one of those bandits, and you're up to no good? We should kick both of you out, just to be on the safe side. You know what?
It happened.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around ThIS. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no, reinforcements. I'm so scared. Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Sprich deine Gebete, Arschloch!
Fuck you.
Let him have it!
Get him!
Show your
Now we'll have you, you scum! Corva, I'm wounded! You two bloody pulp fucker!
You've no chance against me.
Nice it! Oh, rip your ass open! Yeah! Don't spare him! Wicked! Fuck it up!
Show your stuff.
Christ! That must hurt! Yeah!
Come on then.
Fuck you!
No chance.
You're no match for us, fucker!
Yeah, don't spare him.
Don't kill him! This one's mine!
Hey! Get him!
Ain't had enough yet? Operamta Mescal!
Why'd you do it?
This will be easy! Now we'll have you, you scum! Corva, I'm wounded! Yeah! Don't rip your ass open!
Come on, you worm!
you'll
Let's get it
die.
over with!
Slice him up! Take that fucker out, damn it! Show your stuff!
What the hell is going on here?
Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt. Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Bogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find my... Without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. It's about time. Come here.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you.
Uh-huh.
I've been begging for arms here for days, but I didn't make... And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskovit.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece, like Tomcat always says.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him...
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or...
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going.
Don't worry, you'll manage.
Peace, and we won't have any problems. Are you all right? You look like someone gave you a thrashing. You swine!
Don't worry. Nothing's wrong.
I'll be done with you in a flash. Take care then. Thanks for nothing. See that coming, eh?
How terrible!
We'll finish this quickly.
What'll it be this
What's new?
He's got a cottage near Vidlac Pond. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He could tell you, I have some here to sell. I'm working on a little... We have this little... And that's all, lad.
Sounds interesting.
God bless. Good day.
Hey, what's wrong? Hey, wake up!
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is... What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone.
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semi.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if...
Sure thing.
Great. Find some iron.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest. Take care, friend. Go over to the anvil, and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works the bellows. Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell what's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Sparks! That's the stuff. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, work goes by easy. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh no. Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Why should I forward?
If you keep hammering the same spot, but jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get material?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, this is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury.
What can I do with?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. You're pretty good at swords. But what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look. You can get down to it.
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, what do you want here? Why'd you buy?
I heard you could...
For a few what do you want?
burning. This is useless. I should move it.
Christ almighty.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. Fine. Now to temper it.
Sharp as a razor.
Sharp as a razor. All right, done.
What would you like?
Show me your where.
I'd like to do something about that.
Sure. Aye, you'll convince me. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. What are you here for? It's about those two idiots.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up.
Have you any idea?
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart, but I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Those two hands.
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long.
Were they suspicious?
No, they worked hard.
What was the cart?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, and some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal. There's a good month's work in that cart.
All right, I'll get right.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools...
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Excuse me?
Burning. I should move it.
Sweet Virgin Mary, did you get hit by a horse?
do it more evenly. All finished.
What do you want? You speak up or get...
Sure.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
What do you have?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
Ah! Now I've got you! Now I'll show you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll...
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
In that case...
Look.
What are you talking...
Look, we're both men.
Where are you going with this?
It's like this. Yesterday...
No.
They're really good in bed. Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions. At high noon, I stood at... And all of a sudden... that girl made a right...
That's all you get.
Oh, I've had enough embarrassment for one lifetime. Can't we just let this one slide?
All right, then. I'll turn a blind eye. I'm sorry.
feel quite hungry. This is going to take a while yet. Burning. Oh, finally. I need something to eat. I should eat something.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
I need something to eat.
If I'd had fresh herbs, it would have turned out better.
Fish in the stream with your bare hands.
And what happened?
First, the soldiers.
What's that?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver it.
Do you know where you might have...
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
I'm sorry. I have no intention of pummeling you for no reason.
Suit yourself.
Was that you?
Oh, Sakra. Someone got here before me.
Don't cause any trouble, does it?
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad. So far.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You're right there, laddie.
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, 𝐤𝐴𝐻, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. I'll get you.
Come on, 𝐤𝐴𝐻.
Stop beating him.
Ha! Yeah, fuck
You
that.
can't take me!
We'll see about that.
This is unbelievable. Don't take any of his shite, 𝐤𝐴𝐻.
Ha!
Should I help you? Go on, send him hopping, the minging whore.
Madman. Why are you doing it?
Ha! Fuck you!
You mad. Stop beating him.
Come on. Oh, you wee bastard!
In the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, 𝐤𝐴𝐻. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool 𝐤𝐴𝐻. Young Samine's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to 𝐂𝐻𝐴𝐻 to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter! Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? They never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
so...
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. 𝐢𝐴𝐺 is shit-faced. And your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
I figured I'd just run along behind you.
You could, but even with them young legs of yours, you'd hold us back. You're in need of a horse.
Well, those don't come cheap.
True. But your luck's in, lad. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
I'd eat and drink my fill and check out the local maidens.
I hope Lord 𝐸𝐸 didn't hear you. He'd be none too pleased to hear you want to take part in such a grand affair, just to stuff your face and roll an A with some drunken wench.
I beg your pardon, Captain, but that's what most fellas go to weddings for.
That's an unspoken truth, son. Unspoken, mind. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn. What did I do to you?
Start getting soft in the head.
Praise God.
Not now. I'm full.
Good day.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us...
Wait, that's my Pebbles. My girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
Oh well, what would you like?
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
Look at me.
I am looking.
Take a good look.
I am.
And what you see?
A simpleton?
Fine. I'll buy her from you then.
That's more like it.
I'm sure you can take good care of Pebbles, but I just can't accept that price.
It seemed to me like you might have some history with Pebbles. At least it certainly doesn't look...
I changed my mind.
Look out!
Greetings to you.
Where will we start searching, sir? If they drove out of Tarkov, headed towards us. Where will we start searching, sir? If they drove out of Tarkov, headed towards us.
What can I do for you?
Show me your way.
Yeah, maybe next time then.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskowitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskowitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. 𝐢𝐿𝐴 in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that 𝐢𝐿𝐴, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
I'll say it for you. Henry got his arse kicked. You know 𝐢𝐿𝐴's as strong as an ox.
And why wouldn't he be, with all he eats and drinks? But what can we do with you, Henry, if even a drunken Moravian brawler can beat you? We could get into all sorts of tricky situations along the way.
That's true, Henry. But there's something we can do about that. I think Lord 𝐸𝐴 here could teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, why not? What do you say, youngster? Fancy a bit of training?
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord 𝐸𝐴. It'll be an honorable fight. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you...
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my...
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse in...
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Jesus, I'm hit!
What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring...
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he's...
I will, Captain.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. Don't worry about losing, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come in. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battlegrounds, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein. It's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trusty.
I'm from all over. You don't have to concern yourself about that, sir.
If you say so. But be careful. We're wary of strangers here around Trusty.
And not just strangers.
True enough. Even your own blood can end up fucking you over. What's the saying, Gnarly? Greet a guest with one hand.
Grab a stick with the other.
Oh, that's right. No thief does half as much harm as a greedy relative.
What about that vagabond who was stealing chickens and tackle last year?
He wasn't a thief, but a nasty swine. When we were catching him, he damn near skewered, Gnarly.
Near. That's the important thing. Anyway, that fella got more than a stick over the back, if you grasp my meaning, lad. So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
As you wish, sir. Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful far.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening, so...
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for...
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Sameen on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding.
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone. Lord Semine would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything.
I understand. But isn't it just that the Groom's family is more concerned about...
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semine is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling...
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though. People will find out you spared no expense for your daughter's...
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying...
I don't think Lord Semine would do that. That'll be all.
Well then, young man.
They were spotted here, sir.
So the Yiching? The bastards!
Oh, they were driving so fast.
The thieving scum. Let's hunt.
Sir, I could send a message to the Itchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding the Yiching and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yiching any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, Charlie, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yiching. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. There might have been ambushed, maybe.
When you give over at that, I'll bet my brains they will amble us. More likely they'll find them boozing at the free camp.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go then.
Let's go.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. Don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
charcoal. That could have fallen off the cart.
Found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiff said they were driving like the devil, so maybe it fell from the cart.
Oh, that makes sense. To the left it is then. Gnarly! Back here!
You're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
Change in the economical situation, sir. The burghers have more rights, and they make smart use of them. They put their coin to work for them. They've got shops, baths, inns, mills, while the nobles sit waiting until Jack from Backwater Hamlet brings them 3 groschen in taxes on St. Gallus's Day.
You're right there. Only Jack hasn't even got 3 groschen these days. None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one. Not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right now. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
Blacksmith's cart. Someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Yeah. Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout.
I told you, they got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage.
Oh, be quiet. Still can't be sure of anything.
Got my legs stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with tears. It wasn't till morning. The boat
assume that you had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows, yeah, I hear it.
There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
They rolled around and gave off sparks.
Aye, Spartan. You two are arseholes. I have nothing to do with it.
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slattergo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
I was. Stumble did it. In the forest chapel by Bodyrout.
Right, fuck he ordains you. Just 'cause old Stumble poured some pond water on your head in the woods don't mean a damn thing.
Stumble's a priest.
Stumble is a drunken old fool who claims he was a priest. He can't even quote one psalm.
Don't you think he'd have a better nickname than Stumble if he was a priest?
Those definitely
It
aren't
ain't
the
his fault.
blacksmith's hands.
What's wrong with his legs?
What's wrong with his legs is they can't stay away from the tavern.
You two don't know the truth from an hole in the ground. Stumble was a priest. He showed me holy pictures and taught me a lot.
Aye, Stumble was a priest. Pigs can fly, and Ghouls' name is really Sophie.
For a wench, he's got a miserable pair of tits on him.
You're a dead man!
You die.
Steal up your ass!
Now I'll show you! Jesus!
Come on, scum!
Hey, that's the last one!
There's more of them!
At him! He's got no chance of
Amen to you. What's the hold up, damn it? Stop dawdling! Hey, Henry, get over here! Hey, Henry, get over here!
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here, and none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them, but I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
Shouldn't we send for reinforcements?
Who would we send for? By the time we return, the bastards will be gone along with my goods.
Don't worry, lad. This scum is no match for us.
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, then, sir. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have 𝐂𝐴𝐻 skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen. I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. Just as long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
At them! You, horse sons!
Another man!
Help him from the right!
He's done for!
You're no match for us!
You've no chance against me!
Show your stuff! You're gonna gut you, you horse son!
I'll sort you out
Take that! They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening?
Spare me.
Come here! Do be quiet.
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
I'm still from a noble family. Rich or poor, you can't just lynch me.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
Can't see any law here. I can see lots of crows that will enjoy feasting at
Bailiff or not, his family's common as muck. And then there's the talk about money. They say you're hard up.
like that and you'll get what's coming to you. I'm to tell you what we
everything! I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
Who knows what they'll do to you? You might just get a whipping.
For robbing Semine, that old miser. He'll have me strung up from the nearest tree. I'd be better off jumping off the cliff.
If I were in your shoes, I think I'd go for the rope. Falling to your death can be real nasty.
How would you know? Have you tried it? Although, to come up with something that stupid, you must have fallen on your head.
Well, come what may. Anything can happen. Maybe you'll get out of it somehow.
Sure, I'll get out of it. Bollocks. And I don't have to be the one who falls off the cliff. So no, I'm not going with you.
Can't you think of any other way out of this?
Well, you could let me go.
Why would I?
Maybe for coin.
Now keep your damn coin. None of that. One-on-one, yeah. But it must be clear to you that you're no match for me. Even if the noose is waiting for you, it's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me, I'll do it if there's no other way.
You never know what might happen, friend. Much bigger and stronger fellas than you tried to wring my neck before, so I'll take my chances with you.
You won't yield!
I told you. No.
All right. I was hoping for a peaceful end to it. But if that's how you want it...
You're a dead man!
You're a dead man! You know that!
Cut the bullshit and fight! Hold!
Or poor, you can't just fetch me. But who's going to stop me?
I've got you now.
Well, what?
One-on-one. Yeah, even...
You never know, so I'll take...
You...
All
right.
You're a dead man!
I had to kill him, unfortunately. He refused to surrender.
Don't feel bad about it, lad. He'd have swung anyway. At least you gave him a quick end.
What about 𝐂𝐴𝐧𝐝?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Sameen. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened.
A ride would be great.
Wait until you're my age. Well...
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Guilds.
Shut up, Francie. You both told me you'll bring me the cart, and then you try to fuck me over.
We didn't. Well, Vincent did. I didn't know what was going to happen.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semmene's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief.
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh.
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called 𝐂𝐽𝐴 and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semmene, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semmene, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you...
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards.
Vencer didn't survive the skirmish in 𝐂𝐽𝐴's camp. And Franzi... they took him to Semmene. He might have been innocent in the whole thing.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. And that Franzi could talk his way out from under the execution.
We'll see. Either way.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came, so now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it...
Thanks. It'll come in handy.
Young Lord Semmene's wedding is coming up. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter.
I haven't seen Agnes. Is she pretty?
Pretty doesn't do her justice. She's a beauty. But she's got such a sharp tongue on her. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
No, Master Blacksmith. There's no one waiting to drag me to the altar in irons.
Good for you, lad. Have your fun while you can. No need to hurry. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole... So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. Old Semmene wants a special sword forged for his son.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some
Relax, lad. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange...
What strange goings on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermits. In return, you'll get me involved.
If it means so much to you, come and see Betty from the 𝐂𝐴𝐴𝐻 Tavern. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
Christ, what now?
Fucking steal.
I'd like to discuss the price.
But of course.
Do you accept?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands.
Do you accept?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more and I'll be satisfied.
All right, I agree.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
That should do it.
Good day to you, friend.
Too bad. It's filthy again. Damn it. Have no fear.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, I'm listening.
What would you say to the...
Look, offer a bit more and we... Aye, you're convinced. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Good day.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your sword when it's time to sow winter grain. I need to plough too, you know. What if you lend me the bullet on a lunatic?
Except I
I don't have a bullet, and you won't lend me yours on any other day. Go and see the priest. He says it's
Look at that human horse.
Where's that beer?
They think they can do whatever they want.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some. If you ever fight here again, I'll drag you out by the ear myself.
Wait, hang on. That wasn't my fault.
Does it matter? I hope the pillory taught you a lesson. Down to business. I don't have all day for...
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad. Stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil.
I heard that as well.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia?
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there.
What strangers?
They looked like monks. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Am.
I'd like to get hold of that.
You'd hazard your soul for a piece of iron? I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I
came to apologise for the fight that me and Lord Capon started. If we caused any damages, I'll take care of them.
Ah, it's all water. You've served your penance by carrying them sacks, and I'm sure you won't forget about the stocks anytime soon either, eh? If you want to help me out, though, there's a group of humans at the table over there, and they want some food, but...
Should I kick them out?
No, a guest's a guest, and coin's coin, but... Do you think you could serve them for me?
What are humans doing?
Beats me.
But if that was the case, he'd order them to pillage and murder.
Look, all I know is that they're sitting in my yard, are hungry, and have a pile of groschen that I could really use.
I don't want to have anything to do with humans. They burned down my village.
Jesus Christ! Now I want them gone even more. Lord, what have I done to deserve this?
There's gold faces around here. Someone should teach them how things work in...
Good boy.
Aye, coming right up.
Someone should kick their ass.
Készülj fel, hogy összeszarod magad! Nem kellett volna
You're a dead
beleütnöd
man!
az orrodat.
You know that?
Nincs esélyed, te nyomod! És füved! A heled egy szempillantás alatt kész lesz. És ennyi volt. A sírodra fogok hugyozni! A francba! Most elkaplak!
ligasse a lábad, und te szaros!
Bloody hell. This hasn't been here for long. It looks like some kind of notes. Like a diary. Let's have a look at it then. Where's the hermit's grave? It ought to be somewhere around here. I'll need to get a spade first. I can't do this without a spade.
Hail, good man!
God be with you.
And with you. How about taking a break? Rest those legs and try your wits instead. Come on, don't be shy.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. So I wander the roads, collecting my riddles.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea?
Tell me the riddle.
Now, what belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea? But don't let it get you. You might have better luck.
Do you think we'll run into each...
Who knows?
Do you have
another one? A riddle needs to be nice and mysterious. What would people think?
So you've got nothing more for...
That's enough for...
I think I'll be off.
Safe travels, then.
That's a fine maypole.
Greetings. What do you need?
So I'm back, Master Blacksmith.
Excellent. How did...
He's dead.
What? Did you...
No, not me. It just got a bit complicated. The hermit died a few days ago. I had to find his grave, and this sword was on it. You weren't wrong. It's first-class Toledo steel, Radovan.
God's nails. That's quite something.
First-class welded steel. Ambrose must have broken the sword himself, deliberately. It wouldn't have just happened in battle.
That's exactly what we need. See now, youngster. My clever plan worked out nicely in the end.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your, clever plan.
You haven't disappointed me yet, lad. So I'm sure forging an exceptional sword won't be a problem for you either.
Wait, I thought you wanted to do it yourself. I'm just your assistant, after all.
Not at all. I trust you. One day you'll become a master. That is, unless you lose your head first.
Damn it. Burning it. I'm halfway there. That looks good. Now just to temper it. I've got something for you, blacksmith.
God's nails, you weren't bullshitting.
I'd say it looks pretty much like a sword, eh?
Looks like. This is a damned fine piece of steel. Damned fine.
Thanks. I was glad to help, but now there's something I need from you.
I'll pay you, of course. And if you want to do some smithing, I won't throw you out of my forge either.
No, you know full well what I need. I have to get to Samin's wedding.
Why is it so important for you? It'll just be a lot of people stuffing their faces. You can find that anywhere.
I have my reasons, and you don't need to know them.
God's nails, lad. You're full of mysteries. But whatever, that's your business. I don't mind taking you to the wedding. Nothing to it. We can set off once you're ready.
Can we go to Samin now?
Not so fast, Henry.
The sword's ready, so what are we waiting for?
Are those your best clothes?
No.
Then why haven't you changed yet? You can't go to a wedding like that, goddammit. Just look at yourself. You're going to embarrass me there. Come back when you no longer look like you just come from shoveling manure. We're not going to some village fete, but a nobleman's wedding, for Christ's sake. Dress up nicely so you don't disgrace me. And please, no damned armor.
All right, all right.
Stop moaning and do it. We don't want to be late.
Can we go to...
Well, something...
This still isn't good enough.
Henry, this is a once-in-a-lifetime affair. Wear your best clothes. And if you don't have any, go and see Taylor Bartoszek in Trushkovitz.
What brings you here? What brings you here? Sucker. I need a band.
God bless you. How can I help you today?
I'd like a set of clothes for the wedding.
You've come to the right place, and when you change into it, I know what I'm talking about.
What do you think?
Well, it's not that bad, but...
Excuse me?
Loads of...
You haven't seen him then?
Sorry, even Bashka the Butso, no.
Show me your...
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure.
Is this enough?
Look, offer a bit. Never mind. I'm done, I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care. How can I help?
Do I look good now?
Not great. Not terrible.
I'll have a look at the web.
Oh well, what can you do? Well then.
What about the...
Well, it's not...
I'll have a look at the web.
I hope you'll be satisfied. My friend. What can I do?
What about this?
Magnificent. I think you're ready to...
Would you repair...
The Lord be with you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
But of course. I'm done